What is up, guys? Plant Commander here, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Pikmin. This has quickly become one of my favorite game franchises. It's one of my favorite games just in general. I wouldn't say it's quite on my top 10, but my love for this game is something that anybody knows me will know all too well. Hell, my screen name is a reference to this series. Yeah, the Plant Commander. Yeah, if you didn't pick up on that, it's a Pikmin reference. Okay. Now it's time for me to share the majesty and true beauty that is Pikmin 1. I do plan to do this the entire Pikmin trilogy. It is a trilogy, at least at the time of recording this. There is going to be a Pikmin 4 at some point, that has been confirmed. And there is a Pikmin in development on the 3DS, but we don't know much about either of those at the moment. But for now, we got 3 fantastic games to play. Starting with Pikmin. What do you say we get started? This game is so great. And I might as well erase my old save file. Here we go. Start of a new adventure. That doesn't look welcoming. And that can't be good. Kinda plummeting down. It's not exactly a good thing. It's not really what you want to happen when you're exploring space. Kind of the last thing you want to have happen to you. The impact site. There we are. This is Captain Olimar. And that's what's left of our ship. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. So many parts lost. The skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. That can't be good. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then... No! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. So that's quite a predicament we got ourselves into now. This is Captain Olimar, the playable character in Pikmin. He's got a whistle. That's about it. doesn't really have much to work with here, unless of course we wander around a little bit. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up, I can't talk today, as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Olimar, this has been said many times. That does not look anything like an onion. I don't know what makes you think that looks anything remotely similar to an onion, but that is not what an onion looks like. But I guess we can only come around to the seed. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I'm compelled. I must approach it and press A. I don't know what a fourth wall is. There's our first little buddy. There's our first Pikmin. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. It has a plant on its head. It's safe to say it's part plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there staring at me. Its shape is much similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. I don't even know what to say. Olimar? In what way is that shaped like a carrot? I don't know. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A. And I will try to call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to the C stick and the X button as well. So, you crash land on a planet, find a cute little creature, and your first thought is to throw it. What? The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. Rotate camera, just teaching us the controls of the game. I might as well zoom out a little bit, because that is way too close. That's a little bit too far, actually. I like this, and you can use the control stick to kind of aim your little reticle here. That also moves Olimar. Pikmin 1, the GameCube version, this game was ported to the Wii. This game is known for having some kind of strange controls. If you can find a copy of it, I do recommend you pick up the Wii version, because the controls are just far superior in every way. But I am playing the GameCube version, so keep that in mind. Astonishing! The Indian have sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some kind of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. You talked about the onion or the Pikmin? Because something tells me the onion isn't a living creature. But anyway, we can always use some more helpers, so what do you say we get a Pikmin working on that flower, and we pluck the rest of them out of the ground? Now, something I have a habit of doing is naming my Pikmin. Now, I've seen other Let's Players do this, and I'm not going to name every single individual Pikmin because that would be kind of ridiculous, but if you ever hear me call out a random name, I'm probably talking to the Pikmin. It's just something out of force of habit. I don't know really how to explain it, but I've had other people tell me that they do this too. It's this kind of strange effect that the Pikmin games have on you, is you just have this compulsive need to name your creatures as if they were pets. And not everyone does this, but I have had quite a few people tell me that they do the same thing, so I know this isn't just me. Alright, so we got 5 little helpers right now. At the bottom of the screen, you can see how many Pikmin are in the field, how many you have in your squad, and how many are in the onion. So, the first number is how many you have with you right now, so I have 5. There's 7 in the field, and 7 total. That's the number on the right. Whoop, I didn't mean to throw you. So, gotta pluck our last 2 little buddies here. We still seem kind of short on men, so what do you say we go find some more? This pellet looks bigger than usual. So, it can only be good for us. I guess that's how that works. Why did you guys come back to me? You were supposed to carry that. Okay, this is something I do want to address. Pikmin, not the game, the Pikmin themselves, have very, very questionable AI. They're not very smart creatures. They do some stupid things, they do things without you telling them to, and they are, just to put it bluntly, they're kind of dumb. Now, this is something that's nothing new. I mean, people have been, like, you know, noting this since it's pretty much the most common complaint about the Pikmin series, is that the Pikmin tend to be extremely stupid, and they don't operate well when you're not right there with them. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Definitely pay close attention to what they're doing, like where they are, and, if you don't have to, try not to let them out of your sight too much, because they do tend to wander off and get themselves into trouble. Little rascals that they are. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. There's a piece of popcorn stuck in my teeth, and it's driving me crazy. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. And it's just telling us the controls again. If we press X, it will disband the Pikmin. And if you use the control stick, it'll kind of make them march. You can make them circle around us. I don't know what makes them do this, but they do it. Now this appears to be part of our ship. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, we are surrounded by a bunch of helpful little creatures, so what do you say we rush them onto it? Just like the pellets, they will carry the treasures. Or, not treasures, but the ship parts. However, that number on the top is how many Pikmin it takes to carry a certain object, and the number on the bottom is how many Pikmin are currently carrying it. We only have 14, but we need 20, so we do need to go exploring a little bit. We do need more helpers. If we ever go silent, it's because I'm trying to get this popcorn out of my teeth and it's driving me crazy. It's really annoying. I probably should have thought of this before I started recording, but oh well, it's too late. That's in the past. But hey, look, there's more pellets. So we might as well swarm our Pikmin onto them. And if you do swarm your Pikmin onto stuff, they will automatically start like grabbing them and things like that. So our goal right now is to basically get more Pikmin. Throw a guy up there. He's got that. You can throw more Pikmin onto items than is actually required to carry them, and that will make them go a little bit faster. As you see, that one pellet that has 2 Pikmin on it is going a little bit further than the guy with 1, but the guy with 1 is slowing them down anyway. He's just kind of in the way. Also, I do want to point out that the Pikmin, if you disband them, they will kind of lose their color a little bit. That will become more important later, but whoops, didn't mean to get you guys. But, yeah, that does tend to happen, so just keep that in mind. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was not good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it done all at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flush with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue, giving them a dim glow. Dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. It's not really necessary right now. I mean, we have all the same kind of Pikmin here. So, just gotta pretty much button mash A until we have all of our little buddies. Got some more. Alright, we got 25 Pikmin. What do you say we go try to get that ship part? That looks like the main engine, so we might as well try to fly our ship afterwards, see if we could take us anywhere important. I think all my Pikmin are on that. Yes, they are. Now, before we go up there, I'm just gonna go double check around here, make sure there's no more pellets. I'm pretty sure we got everything. But, I strongly recommend that you don't, like, try to rush this day. As you can see in the top right corner, it says day 1. Don't rush, do not try to rush this day. Get all of the pellets and pretty much anything that you possibly can to get as many Pikmin as possible. I'm pretty sure that 25 is the most that you can get, but don't try to cut it just by getting 20. Try to get all 25 of them. It will help you in the long run. Keep that in mind. The rule of thumb with Pikmin, the more troops you have, the better. So you want as many Pikmin as you can possibly get. I don't know how that flipped the shit back up right. But, who am I to question it? Video game logic is never something that should be questioned. I love how the Pikmin have little idle animations, and they're all kind of doing their own thing. It's really cool. Where are they going? Where are they going? Oh, glorious. With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. How do you know? You're just looking at it from the outside. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? The search starts tomorrow. Of course, I am way too lazy to do it right now. The Pikmin look blue! Why? They're red. And that is the end of our first day of exploration. What do you say we try to take off? Ship has definitely seen better days. But it got us off the ground, and that's what's important. It seems like the Pikmin are trying to follow us, though. One day since impact. I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see that the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems like they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family back on planet Hokatare. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. So this is the progress we made today. Our Pikmin population is 25. You can see a little line graph that shows basically over the course of the day how we increased our Pikmin. We did not lose any Pikmin. If you do leave Pikmin behind, I'm pretty sure it's not even possible to do that on this day, but you can leave Pikmin behind and they will die. So keep that in mind. And you can lose them to enemies. 29 parts remaining, 29 days to get them back. As long as you make one a day, we should be good. And that's going to be it for this episode of Pikmin. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time when we enter the Forest of Hope. See you guys then.